Hi, hello, and welcome. I'm definitely not Vlad, and you're watching me play BM Hunter to the best of my ability and push as high as I can in M+. Season's pretty dead, especially at this point in the morning where I usually game to record, so it's been a bit of a toughie. Just getting into a +6 key yesterday took me over half an hour, but luckily I have a Bloodlust, so that makes me more appealing to invite, which I then proceed to not use, along with 2 other people that could Bloodlust, so that was interesting. Also, the boys are getting piled up. Oh shit, Okay, I pressed the wrong, I put my hand down wrong on my keyboard, so I started moving in a direction I did not expect to move in. Anyway, I have been suggested by a viewer that I should get another Chomp Chomp, so I'm going to go back to Ungoro Crater and get myself another White Devilsaur. Why was this suggested to me? Well, it was suggested because I can switch between the first and the second Chomp Chomp in order to switch between Ferocity and Tenacity. That way, I can have defensiveness available to myself when need be while Bloodlust is on cooldown, or rather while we have sated. So we took the portal to Caverns of Time, and we're going to fly over to Ungoro Crater, and we're going to try and get ourselves another White Devilsaur, which we will then promptly set to Tenacity so that we can have the defensiveness buffs that provides us. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm probably not going to remember to utilize this. I'm going to just be straight up honest with you. I don't think this is going to be something I use all the time. And we're going to put Culpet 2 down on this keybind, and hopefully that enables me to do it more often than not. But yeah. To be fair, I don't think I'm going to need that until the later keys where I'm doing like 13 plus keys and damage actually really matters, or damage taken actually really matters. Until then, I don't think I'll have to learn it, but maybe it's good to practice it before I even get there. So White Devilsaurs should be showing up around here. There should be some Devilsaurs in this area overall. There is an Ironhide. What else can we find? You know, we're just going to go ahead and take out the Ironhide just so we don't have to think about that. And also we're going to take this opportunity to dismiss our pets. There we go, much better. So the question is, how long will it take me to find a White Devilsaur in Ungoro Crater? Well, I found another Ironhide, and I found a Tyrant. Maybe it could be cool to get some Tyrant ones, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I also kind of want to get the undead one, and then have a different sort of transmog going. I think that might be something I'd try to do as well. There's a big giant undead T-Rex in Nazmir that patrols around the Titan facility that's corrupted, blah blah blah, where you get Uldir, basically patrols around Uldir, and it looks cool as shit. So I was thinking maybe I could get that, because it looks a lot better than these classic Devilsaurs, because the classic ones are, well, as you could imagine, they're a little, they're a little old. We got some Pride Lord boots. The Lord of Pride. Oh, they actually have bones. They kind of fit in with the rest of it. Not quite as well, but I am faced with the prospect of having to sit here and wait for quite a long time to find a White Devilsaur, and this is not sparking any joy whatsoever. I do believe someone has come through here recently and taken care of them, as there is no King Crush or anything like that. Usually there's a rare over here called King Crush, but there is no such thing at the moment, so I might be looking down the barrel of a very long grind here to, well, not even a grind, it's just me flying around and waiting for a White Devilsaur to spawn, which, if I'm not mistaken, they can spawn instead of pretty much any of the Devilsaurs. There's another one over there. We're going to keep murdering them until we get a white one to spawn, because that's the one I want to tame. Maybe I should build up an army of Devilsaurs. Maybe I should be taming all of them instead of killing the Tyrant ones, so I can switch between the different colors and stuff. That's actually not a bad idea. I'm going to start taming the rest of them instead of just murdering them all the time. Ooh, a Ravasaur Matriarch. Hello. It's a guaranteed green, and you never know. You might get something that's worth something. Usually it's a spicy mog that shows off a lot of butt. That's what Ravasaur Matriarch Nest. Let's go, baby. We got ourselves a nice little Ravasaur hatchling, which is supposedly worth 10k. I'm gonna press X to doubt on that one, but yeah, you never know. In fact, let me check how much a actual one goes for here. We're gonna put one in a cage, and then you'll see the price difference: 6.8k versus 10k. This one is probably more likely to sell, so I'm just gonna learn this one, and we'll put this one off to the side. Who knows? I'll slap it on the auction house. Maybe it actually sells. Out of all the little hatchling pets for the raptors that you can get from nests, like Tox, the little leaper hatchling, or a leaping hatchling, and a darting hatchling, and I think there's another one, and then the Ravasaur hatchling. Out of all of those, the Ravasaur one actually sells. For me, at least. That's the only one I've ever managed to sell. There's another rare that spawns over here. Yep, there he is. We're going to shoot him and get another green, which is Heavy Lamellar Pauldrons of the Aurora. I mean, look at those. Big Mog. We're going to have to build a set around that. Also, if I sound a little bit more nasally, that's because, well, I woke up not too long ago and I haven't spoken much. So my sinuses are still clogged up from sleeping next to an open window because that's what Danny prefers. Like, I get a little stuffy because it's cold during the night. Finnish weather is not for the weak like me. I think we have now run out of Devil Stars. So what I'm going to do is, actually, let me check here. I think the Devil Star Queen counts as basically a Tyrant Devil Star, like one of the orange ones. So we're going to go ahead and see, can I actually tame her? Beast Lore. What? I cast Beast Lore. Why did the Nether Prism was like, okay, Beast Lore, yeah, murder. Okay, cool. Thanks, Nether Prism. Jesus. Nothing but trouble, that one so far. I don't know where they're, you know what? I'm just, like, the thought of getting these different dinosaurs actually makes me very happy. So instead of trying to do something optimal or whatever, instead of trying to be efficient in the game, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch back to the old world Silithus, so pre-Legion or pre-end of Legion or whatever, and we're going to fly around and collect a bunch of mining nodes. I'll do a circle around Silithus, and then I'll go check for the Devil Stars. And then if there's no Devil Stars, I will go and do another circle around. Why am I doing this? For fun, because it sparks joy. It makes me happy, and that's how we should play video games. We should do stuff that makes us happy. I'm going to switch flight style as well, just so I can fly more comfortably around Silithus and collect these. To all the M+ enjoyers out there, when is the last time you did something in WoW just for the fun of it? Because I find myself often being like, okay, well, this would be more efficient if I did it this way or that way or this, that, or the other. And then I just end up in situations where, like, I'm doing something because it's the more efficient thing to do because I'll get more gear out of it or whatever. And then I end up being unhappy about doing it because it's not actually fun. And the fun thing would be the less efficient thing. And you get what I'm saying, though, right? Like, you just, I don't know. Let's say you want to do 6s because it's nice and easy. You don't have to think about it. You just get 6s done and you get your hero pieces and everything's fun and you're playing the game and you're having a good time. But you really need gilded crests, so you start doing 10s or 8s or something, and you sacrifice that fun and you're like not straining. It's not like those keys are difficult, but you're like, you have to pay a bit more attention and you can't just blast and rip things to smithereens, you know, or blow things to smithereens, I think is the phrase. But whatever, you get what I mean. Like, it's not as smooth as just, you know, doing 6s, and you just end up not having fun, and then you log off earlier than you wanted to and everything. But yeah, so honest question, when is the last time you did something in this game just because you thought it would be fun to do and not because it was efficient? And this is obviously, for some people, they just like being efficient. They like gearing up quick. They like doing everything like at a, you know, type A personalities that just have to blast through everything and do everything the best they can or whatever. Nothing wrong with that. Those kinds of people who make the world a different kind of play. Ooh, rich thorium vein all the way up there. What? No, it's like down from here. How does that work? I think this is probably inside one of these or something. That's weird. But yes, nothing wrong with type A personality people. That's, you know, it's perfectly fine. That's their prerogative. That's how they want to operate. So hell yeah, man. Whatever makes them happy. Now, this is peak yappage, by the way. I'm literally farming thorium and yapping. And if you're still listening to this, I want you to write a comment that says something about Big Bear. It could be literally anything. I saw the big bear. I smell a big bear. I can see a big bear or something like that. Whatever you want, just include the words Big Bear in the comments. And then the people that skip ahead to the dungeons are going to be hella confused. Like, what the f is this bear people are talking about? It's me, I'm the bear. So you might have heard a ka-ching sound there, and that was me getting an arcane crystal, because I have, oh, nice, hello, rare. That was a 3, 2, 1 distracted moment right there. But yes, I have arcane crystals. Whenever I get an arcane crystal, a WeakAuras here is telling me that I have one or whatever, and it's also going ka-ching whenever I get one. So that is nice, I guess. Hey, we're getting quite a few rares here. That's kind of cool. So why do I enjoy farming small thorium veins or large thorium veins or rich or whatever? A person that's doing the same thing. How dare? How dare? This is my zone. Why are they doing that? This person, I think this person's just farming the Twilight mobs for the scripts or whatever. Maybe they're capped at level 60 or something. because they were level 60, which is like very specific. I do not know. These things, the answers elude me, but I know that I'm supposed to find more nodes here. And there's no nodes now because that person was flying around and collecting them. Gosh darn it. Now what am I supposed to do? I can't even do that anymore. Whatever. I'm going to land and I'm going to switch flight styles. And we're going to fly back over to Un'Goro before somebody else goes there again. This place was a lot more dead and empty when I was still leveling, because I was in TBC Chromie time. And that's like a separate layer, I guess, or whatever. A separate phase. I don't know what to call it. So there weren't as many people competing for the thorium nodes. But now apparently there's people actually farming thorium. So that's crazy. Anyway, let's see if we find some Devilsaurs now. I'm taming whatever I see. Literally any color of Devilsaur is fine. I see a corpse here, which is concerning to me because that means there's people around. I hate people. I'm joking. No, I mean, it's more like I'm worried that they're going to do something to the Devilsaurs that I'm trying to get. Okay, so none of the Devilsaurs seem to have respawned yet. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go over to the Shadowlands, and that sounds like a weird decision to make right now at this moment, but the reason I'm doing this is because if I go to Maldraxxus, I can actually murder mobs in the area until I get myself a book that teaches me basically how to tame undead mobs. And it's then account-wide and all my hunters on the account will be able to do so. But at the moment, I do not have it. I've never done that before, so. Apparently, it also has a chance to drop from bosses in dungeons in Maldraxxus, but I don't know that. So let's go to Oribos, and I think I can fly to Maldraxxus. I'm not 100% sure, honestly. Oh no, I can't do it. Oh man, oh, that sucks. Okay, I can't go upstairs, and I have to do something to like skip or whatever. Am I able to even do that, or do I have to do like the quest line at the beginning? Oh man, this is... I absolutely despise Shadowlands, by the way. This like not because of the expansion or anything like that, and for it being like a tumultuous time for the game. I just despise it because it's like unskippable. You can't skip through the campaign or whatever, even though I've completed the campaign and everything. So this is a bit of a pain in the booty hole. I think I'm gonna have to go back to Orgrimmar and then start the campaign for the Shadowlands from in here, which is insane that I have to do this. The thing is, I've like completed the campaign on another character, so it just doesn't make any sense to me. Yes, High Lord Darian Mograine. Can I skip? I have heard this tale before. Yes, please. Let me skip that. Thank you. That's... At least that is skippable. They've done that much. Thanks, Blizz. And then find your way inside Oribos to learn what is happening. So there's no... At the very least, there is no longer a bug that freezes you in place here, sort of, where the guide that offers you to skip things talks to you or whatever. So that's nice. But I have to go through this little bit of the quest line to get there. Skip the level up campaign. And oh, thank you so much for letting me do this. This is amazing. Oh my goodness. Okay, now I can go in. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you, game, for letting me skip the Godforsaken campaign. They just moved around where you can skip it and whatnot, which means I can get into the Maw now, which is awesome. I can farm the Sanctum of Domination for some cool stuff. That is wonderful. I'm not going to do it right now, but I'm going to go over to Maldraxxus. Is this? Yes, it is. To the Theater of Pain. Long time no see. Did you guys enjoy Theater of Pain when it was a thing? It was an okay dungeon for me, and not my favorite, not by a long shot, but it was pretty fun, I think. It was very long. It felt a lot longer than the other dungeons, even though it wasn't, if you look at the timer. It just felt long. I think it was because it was no big trash pulls, really. There was like one or two, well, not even two, just one big trash pull that you could do. Actually, that's a lie. 2 big trash pulls you could do. Doesn't matter. 2 in a dungeon feels, you know, like a small amount. It's kind of like streets in this this patch. What if I put those over here? Does that leave me alone then? Yes, it does. Wonderful. So apparently the best way to grind this is to murder elite mobs. Well, I may as well murder this one here in the middle. I'm looking at some Wowhead comments. I'm going to fly around and check for these rares that drop mounts, like this one right here. Hello. Can I have a mount, please? No? Thank you. Anyway, I appreciate you or something. I don't know. Oh, there's actually people around. Somebody just killed that rare that was next to me. Anyway, this is where we can find some rare, like, not rares, but elites, apparently. Hello, rare. Maybe rares have a good chance to drop it, too. Nope. Well, I shouldn't say nope. A good chance to drop it doesn't mean that it drops the first thing I kill. Oh, we actually got a really cool looking staff. I like that. That's a cool looking thing. I'm going to equip it. so that I get the transmog. There we go. So there's these line breaker mobs. Those are the elites I'm supposed to be farming here, I think. So that is one way to get it. There also seems to just be a bunch of mobs here, which is always nice, because even the regular mobs can drop it apparently. Well, I'm going to spend my time here now grinding to see if I can't get that. I'll talk to you when I do get it, or I get too bored of doing this. Oh, nice. We already got it. Nice. I didn't even finish the first run of Plaguefall. Cool. Now we can tame undead pets, or undead creatures. Some of them, at least. So now our next destination is Nazmir, and my Hearthstone's still on cooldown. So this was pretty quick, actually. This doesn't take a long time to get. Maybe I can use Dalaran Hearthstone? I can use Dalaran Hearthstone. Look at that. Okay, that'll come in handy. We made it back to Orgrimmar. Now it's time to go to Zuldazar. And from Zuldazar, we have to head over to Nazmir. We're running out of stamina, or vigor, I should say, on this thingy. And here we are at Xalvor, which is where we want to find the giant T-Rex. Where is the T-Rex? That's what I'm looking for. I saw somebody else flying around here. I don't know if they're looking for the same thing. I hope not. Oh, look, a rare. May as well murder it. Oh, this thing's angry at me now? I mean, I can do that. Works for me. Now, I do want to dismiss my pets now in order to be able to tame the thing as soon as I see it. I really hope there wasn't someone flying around trying to tame the same thing, because if that's the case... Oh, no, there it is. There it is. Quick, 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 quick. I really hope my stupid trinket doesn't murder this thing. And boom, there we go. Look at how cool. Oh, that is really cool. That is really cool, and it kind of works with what I've got going on right now as far as transmog's concerned. Okay, well, the thing is, though, I think this is the only place where you can find these. There might be another spot, but it seems to be inconsistent. So I'm gonna have to sit here and just kind of wait for this to respawn. Oh my god, it looks so cool, dude. I did not think it would look that cool. I love this thing. Okay, yeah. This is awesome. I'm gonna need 3 of them, much like I'm gonna need another Devilsaur, so there is that. Oh, this is already respawned? Really? Damn. Anyway, I'm going to just kind of chill here and wait for this, because I still need to wait for my Hearthstone. Otherwise, if I had my Hearthstone, I might consider going and trying to do the white Devilsaur thing, and having a 3rd white Devilsaur might be a thing, but honestly, with how cool this T-Rex looks, the undead one, I'm gonna have a hard time convincing myself to go get a Devilsaur from Ungoro Crater with the 17 polygons total that it has.
A few moments later.
Yeah, we have our second one. Okay. Hold on, I gotta dismiss first before they murder it or something. Well, I also can't tame it while I have them summoned, so... Let's go. Kaboom, another one. Oh, dude, this is awesome. Oh, damn, this one snuck up on me. I was like tabbed out and shit. All right, let's get the last one. Now we have 3. One can be tenacity, one can be ferocity, and the additional animal companion will also be ferocity, I guess. I don't know if it makes a difference because it's just the animal companion. All right, cool. Let's Hearthstone out of here. We have the 3 cool undead pets we wanted. Now we got to find the stable master, which I do not know where it is. Oh, it's all the way over there for some reason. All right. I say for some reason because I'm used to them being next to the inn. But anyway, I'd like to stable my pet here. Let's get rid of Chomp Chomp and Stomp Stomp. Put them over there. Put 1 Devilsaur here, 1 Devilsaur here, 1 Devilsaur here. Now we need to think of new names. We're going to call this one Rot Breath. This one will be Mud for Brains. And this one we'll call Bone Jaw. There we go. I think that's pretty cool. You know, undead themed sort of bones and stuff. Oh shit, I forgot to change or check what they were. Hold on. This one's Ferocity. This one we're going to switch to Tenacity. Does that work now? So if I have this one, I have Primal Rage. Now if I dismiss, hold on, I could call Mud for Brains, and then I have Fortitude of the Bear. Look at that. Okay. Now if I use Fortitude of the Bear and then I dismiss, am I able to call in Rot Breath? I am. Okay, that's really cool, actually. That's really, really cool. I like it. The only thing I dislike right now is the fact that these guys make stompy noises when they walk. So if you listen right now. And the old Devilsaurs did not do that. So that's a little bit... That might become annoying at some point. Well, I have looked through all of my flying mounts and I can't find anything that really matches this, but they have a bit of white where their bones are, and my current mount is pretty white, and I also really like my current mount, so I think we're just going to stick with the eagle. And as far as transmog is concerned, it's all bone based, so it kind of works. So I think we're still good. Now we have even cooler pets, somehow. Anyway, I should be doing M+ dungeons, so let's see if we can't get ourselves into, I'd like to join a +8, but I'm going to go for anything between 6 and 8 just because I only have one dungeon done, and it's a 1-star priory because our tank was pulling 3 mobs at a time. But before I jump into that, I do have a 90 gilded ethereal crests, which means I can craft myself something with gilded crests. Do I have a spark? I do not have a spark. So I have to recraft something, or I need to get myself a spark. But it is a new week, so I could get myself a half spark by doing some of the weekly things. So I think that's what I'll do first, so that I can get myself a spark, and then we'll craft something, and then we'll go into an M+ dungeon. And this should be the last lesser keyflame we need, and that is going to give us, haha, perfect, we got it. We got ourselves a spark. Wonderful. Now the question is, what the hell am I going to craft with it? I think weapon damage is incredibly important, but I have so many pieces that are like not even 700 item level that I'm considering just crafting something other than the weapon, or rather recrafting the weapon. One thing to consider is maybe a haste versatility ring, because I have a crit mastery ring right now, this logic gate alpha. Oh shit, I just slammed my face into the wall here. Whoopsie daisy. I do still have this chest piece that I do want to replace, obviously, but I don't want to craft the chest piece. I want to have a tier chest piece, because the tier chest piece gives crit and haste, I believe. And I'd rather have a crafted pair of pants, because the pants give a lot of mastery, and we don't like mastery. I could consider boots, but I'd much prefer to do just the raid on some kind of different, either normal or heroic, for the hunters, and try and get my boots that way. That would be sick. Another thing to consider is crafting a belt, although currently my belt is one of my highest item level pieces. Ironically, I think I'm kind of stuck not crafting anything until I get myself a chest piece, or I can recraft the weapon and just bite the bullet and not be as efficient and not get as much item level as quickly. I think getting item level quickly is going to actually help me more than having more stats, because I can get into keys easier if I have higher item level. So I think I'm gonna kind of just sit on the crest that I have right now, and then I'll buy myself, or rather I'll craft myself something when I can get the most item level out of it, which I think is going to be when I get myself the chest piece that I can tierify and then replace my helmet with a crafted piece. I think that's actually what I'm going to do. Let us put up the Ravisar hatchling and whatever materials I might have down here onto the auction house, try and get ourselves a little bit of gold from all this crap we have. Of course, the arcane crystal, a little bit hard to part with. I just love these things so much. Actually, do I have any keys left? I have 3 restored coffer keys. Your boy's thinking, I could get myself a champion chest piece from doing delves. And I could get myself a 4th key from using these coffer key shards. I think your boy is just going to quickly run some delves, and then it's M+ time. Just in case I get myself a champion chest piece on the off chance. That's the only thing I can really get from delves at this point. I know it's silly, but I don't know. I just have a feeling it's going to be annoying to get into keys at this point of the day, and that I might have some better luck later in the day. So I'm just going to go over to Fungal Folly and try and get myself a piece of chest. A chest piece, if you will. First, all the gold. No mislaid curiosities in here, so we go left Bountiful Heavy Trunk, right Bountiful Heavy Trunk, Flickering Spoils, Nemesis Strongbox that's out of range, and then we go for the Bountiful Coffer. Give me a chest piece right now. Those are boots, god damn it. Actually, the same boots I have, just lower item level. That's funny. What kind of trinkets you got on you? We could get a hero trinket from this, maybe. Never mind, the trinkets suck. I do think I got a 1 out of 8 hero trinket before, so I think I'm just gonna upgrade this by 1 when I get the Dornagal. First we get the gold. Let's speed that up a little bit. Left Bountiful Heavy Trunk, right Bountiful Heavy Trunk. We have no Flickering Spoils, so we get the Nemesis Strongbox, and then we get the Bountiful Coffer, which contains a belt. That's disappointing, much like my college sex life. But we're going to move on from that, like we did from the college, and go to the next delve, where we may have an opportunity to get ourselves another chest piece. Or a new chest piece, I should say. Come on, baby, give me that chest piece. Let's fix the RNG. So first we collect all the gold, because that's really been working, hasn't it? Left Bountiful Heavy Trunk, right Bountiful Heavy Trunk. Get them Flickering Spoils, Nemesis Strongbox, and of course the Bountiful Coffer, which has a chest piece for me. Yes, it does! It was the Flickering Spoils. I was missing those. That's why I didn't get it before. Booyah, baby. I could do one more delve. I think we have the one in Koresh is another Bountiful, but I don't care, man. I'm good with Bountiful delves. It would give me a good chunk of runed crests, but I can't, man. I'm done with delves. I've had enough of it. Let's equip this chest piece, and we're going to go tierify this chest piece, and then we're going to craft ourselves a big old helmet, and it's going to be amazing. Hold on, we got a champion wrist that had, okay, that's warbound. Okay. So we got some stuff here, but I'm really only giving a shit about this chest piece because it gives us crit and mastery. It's better than the pants for sure, which is heavy mastery. This is heavy crit. So we're going to go ahead and get that. No, if you didn't craft helmet, we're going to craft pants. Right, sorry. I got a little flustered. We keep the helmet because the helmet's perfect stats. Crit, heavy haste. The good stuff. Oh, man. Okay, let's go craft some pants. We're going to grab the enchanted gilded ethereal crest. We're going to grab a gilded starlight matrix. And then it's pantaloons time. Through the magic of editing, the crafting process will complete now. So that's a jump from 691 to 727 item level. By the way, if you're curious as to how to craft these things, I do have a guide on my channel, so you can check that out if you check out the videos on the channel. So anyway, I do need a new enchant for my pantaloons, so we're going to go ahead and buy ourselves a storm kit. Storm kit, boom, right there. Let's just delete this. I had to pay 6K for that. There was nobody else willing to craft this. Nobody else was whispering me. It was annoying me. We're also going to enchant our chest piece that we got, and now we have some upgrades to do because we have another bunch of runed crests to spend. What we also have actually is carved of the ethereal with that upgrade that I just did. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here. We're going to buy as many of these carved crests as we can, which is 8 packs of them. That gives us 15 each. We're going to open those bad boys up. And after that, we're going to buy as many ethereal as we can, which is, I think, just 3. Yeah, 3 of them, exactly. Perfect. I'll have 5 carved crests left over, which is just fine. So we have another 45 ethereal crests, or runed crests, I should say. They're all ethereal crests, whatever. And with that, we get to do quite a bit of upgrading, don't we? We also get a free upgrade on our eyeglasses, or eyeglass, I should say, because we had a hero tier trinket available. I don't know where it went, but we had it at some point. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade one of these, because then I can upgrade the other one for free, because I do already have a 1 out of 8 hero ring, which is the equivalent of 5 out of 8 champion. So that's a bit of upgrades that we have gotten there. Now I'm thinking about upgrading the rest of our tier pieces, because we have 133 of these runed crests left. I think we're just going to go for it. We're going to get the chest upgraded. We're going to get the helmet upgraded because it gives us good stats. We still have another 50 left, so I'm thinking, oh, we're running out of, what are they called? Valor stones. So let's use a couple of these. There we go. We have another 100 in the mail from getting carved of the ethereal or whatever. So let's upgrade our gloves. There we go. And now we're back down to, what is it, 13? Yeah, 13 runed ethereal crests left. I think we're doing quite well, don't you? We're at 704 item level. Oh boy. And we've done 1 Mythic Plus dungeon. I really like this ring, but I also kind of want to upgrade my boots. But I think boots, I should try the normal raid for boots. That sounds like a good idea. I think I'll upgrade this thingamabob. What is this? The trinket. I won more. Why not? And now I'm thinking, why not try to do the raid? Maybe I could look up a Soul Hunters run or something like that, or just join a run and get all the way up to Soul Hunters. I don't really need anything other than the Soul Hunters. I've done everything else. Well, I haven't done the last 2 bosses, but I also don't care about the last 2 bosses, at least not on normal. So yeah, I'll try and do that. Well, first, before I do anything, I'm going to fix this transmog. I can't believe I let it go that long without fixing the pantaloons. But yes, I think I'm gonna try for the normal raid, and we'll see where that goes. All right, we have one person who is AFK and won't be joining us for this boss fight, but we're going in. And they're offline now, so that's amazing. They've been removed from the group. We're going in with 1 person missing, so we may potentially not get 1 piece of gear, and that's gonna be my boots. If you didn't know, for every 5 people that are in a raid, you get 1 piece of loot. Assuming those people are not locked out from the thingy with the stuff from the boss fight. They haven't done it before, that's what I mean by that. So hopefully we do get 4 pieces. I think it's like a chance per person. So it's not guaranteed that we won't get anything, but it's a lower chance that we will not get. Or it's whatever. You get what I'm trying to say. Anyway, it looks like I'm stuck on soak duty because I managed to grab that. I did want to get into that, but I was not able to. I'm going to go ahead and soak as much as I can within reason, of course. I want to stay in range. There we go. Big eye beam across the room. Hot diggity damn. Sending another set of cooldowns. Having a good time with this. I don't know. This raid's been very chill. I've been actually able to contribute to some extent when it comes to the DPS and whatnot. Because last time I had way less gear and did not have tier sets, so that was feeling pretty rough. I'm going to try and keep soaking here. The other person is not soaking at all. I'm going to jump over here and soak this last bit. We're not getting the spell, which means the healers know what's going on. Because if you keep dispelling people that have the debuff, it's hard to make sure that the people that are supposed to soak will keep soaking. All right, let me see if I can reach from all the way back here. It looks like I can. Nice. That's very good. I do really need some healing though. I'm taking a lot of damage from this dot in general. Okay, collapsing stars coming through. I don't have to soak at least, but I do have to soak these orbs. I am a BM hunter. If there's ever soaks that need running to, I am your man. Let me just make sure I grab this one. Had to use a speed up to get to it in time because there was someone who didn't give a shit. These don't seem to really do much damage at all, or either that or maybe there's just ticking damage happening, but it feels safe to grab all of them, which is nice. I'm still stuck on soak duty. I am going to switch targets to that other guy. I haven't been able to AoE all that well. I guess I could hit 2 targets here, but they kind of all need to die at the same time, so I am going to put some of my single target damage into this guy over here so we don't have any issues when the rest of them die, because he's at 58%. I'm up. Oh shit, I'm a turned off sound apparently. Pinging this one so that people actually notice it. I don't know what to do. I need some healing here before I start soaking again. There we go. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna soak this side because I'm closer to it. It's easier for me to get to it than for this other person apparently because they're kind of far away. I'm gonna ping this. Maybe someone notices it. Apparently I have to do all the mechanics. Whatever. It is good though. People have switched to the one that is highest HP. And I have just lost my frenzy stacks, which is not great, but I don't think it's going to be fatal or anything along those lines. There is a soak here. They're helping me. Okay, it's just me and this guy. That's going to really hurt. I don't know. I don't think he understands how it works. So that's a soak, by the way. The more people are in it, the less damage the target takes. So you want that to go over as many people as possible. And from the positioning of my friend there, it felt like he did not understand that. He tried to make it hit no one, but that is the wrong call. I'm getting big heals right now. I'm trying to soak up all of these. This is good. Metamorphosis is going through. That means another one of them is going to get in the center. We're going to have to go and grab. Oh, no grabbing orbs. I'm standing still because I don't have to move to avoid anybody else's things. Okay, never mind. They're just kind of faffing about and moving as much as they can, apparently. The idea is to move as little as possible so that you don't put it on someone inadvertently. And if you do have to move, you move along the line and rather than left or right and make the line move with you. All right, they're all stacked up now. We're going to send all of our cooldowns again. And I guess we bloodlust here. Nobody bloodlusted. I kind of forgot about it, but I guess... Am I the only bloodlust? Oh shit, I actually am the only bloodlust. That's amazing. How did I not notice that? Well, whoopsie daisy. Was anyone saying bloodlust? No, nobody even noticed. Someone was asking for CRs though. All right, we're looking good. Boss fight seems to be successful. So let's see. Can I get myself some boots? I'd like some boots. The ones with the fur. The ones that make the whole club look at her. Come on now. He's consuming or whatever. Big consumer over here. Got early access to Devourer. Come on, pets. Ooh, please tell me I'm the only one. I'm literally the only one. I'm literally the only one that can need roll on this. Nobody else wears mail. Oh my god, I've won it with an 11 roll. This is so fucking stupid, bro. Oh my god. Cannot believe it. There's a trinket here. I don't really care about this trinket. Is this a good trinket or not? Does anyone else need rolled on it? I would imagine they have. Hold on. I'm gonna pass on it. It's not even a hero trinket. I'll greed roll it just to have a roll on it. I cannot believe I actually got these. Holy shit, dude. That's amazing. Look at them. 30% more frequent Reshi wraps. Big haste. Oh my god. This is just so good for me. Holy shit. I cannot believe I actually got them. This was actually worth my time then. Let me just get Defender's March real quick before I forget, because I will. I know I will. I can feel it in my bones. The forgetfulness. Yo, they actually are the boots with the fur. That's amazing. Let me go fix the transmog. There we go. No more boots with the fur. I did change my transmog to better match my my pets, which I think is good. We got this big old gun on my back with a gigantic bayonet. May as well play a survival hunter with this same weapon. Oh man, I'm so freaking happy. I'm not going to stay with this group. I apologize, but I'm not going to stay with this group. I have no use for the rest of it. Oh my god, we got the boots with the fur. The fur, she got the whole club looking at her. We're going to go ahead and use the carved crests that we got to buy ourselves some ethereal crests like so. And then we're going to just put everything into these boots. I mean, these boots are amazing. These are best in slot. Best in slot would be myth level boots, but I don't know if I'll be able to get those anytime soon. So this is just fine for me. God damn. And now I'm 705 item level with literally one dungeon done, a 6 BSF that I didn't get. Actually, that's a lie. I was going to say I didn't get anything from it. What I did get from it was a ring, so I got a free upgrade on one of my rings. We also, that was our 4th boss, so we get another cartel chip, and now we can get a 3rd cartel chip, and then we can buy something juicy from here. And I don't know if I want to buy these boots, considering I got the champion ones. I might just opt for something else and get the boots 3rd. We'll end up we'll see what that ends up being. I might just save those until we do everything on myth difficult, or what? Everything on plus 12 difficulty. And then I could get myself the mythic weapon from the one dungeon, the crossbow. This one, yeah, because that's supposedly best in slot because of the proc damage. So that's probably what I'm going to save up for. Oh, amazing. All this might change. I'm just yapping right now and I'm super excited because I got the boots with the fur. I'll stop making that joke now. I swear. Probably not. But I'm going to try to stop. Whew, I'm excited. Sorry. And from all that, we got another Fractured Spark. We don't have enough Valor Stones to convert it, and we don't really have anything to make with it at the moment. So what I'm going to focus on now is trying to get myself a run done. Some kind of M+ run to seal the deal on this episode. We're going to look for an 8, so let's see if we can get into one. And here we go with a +8 Ascendant Fortified Floodgate. We're going to do some big AoE here, hopefully, if the tank pulls as per usual, and it seems to be the case. I'm very excited about that. We have an undercrawler thingy behind us. I don't have a thingy with the stuff available. By thingy with the stuff, I mean the whatever. Hold on, let me focus. Let me try and do some damage for once. I think if I get up here, I don't have to worry about the spinny sauce. I can just AoE. Not that I'm casting, I could be moving, but if I can just pew pew, I'm very happy. Can't even see what I'm targeting right now, but I'm very happy to be blasting away. So many kill shots going into this. I love it. It's beautiful, truly. Would like one more kill shot before this whole pull ends. Does not seem to be the case. Okay, there we go. We got one. We're going to save this Bestial Wrath for later. Look at that. Look at that 20 million damaginos that we did there. Okay, we're going down here. I could opt to switch right now. Could opt to switch to a different pet. I used a barb shot there because oh no, very bad situation, my pets, oh no, they didn't pull anything. I just watched them go all the way over there. Oh my god, I was so out of focus here. Hold on, wait, what's happening? Where's our tank? Oh, our tank died. What the heck? I was so confused there because I had to look at my pets. I was looking at my pets. I didn't notice that the tank died. Okay. We got this. Tank's back. We killed it together. I did not realize why I had aggro. I was like, wait, what's the tank doing? Why do I have aggro? But it looks like he's good now. We're going to summon in the pets now that we're right here. Where are my pets? They're here? Are they here? They are here. Okay, God, I was looking for white devil swords. Dude, okay, let's pop all our cooldowns. I am so confused right now. That did not go as planned. Let's switch over to the Surveyor because he was casting something and I didn't like it. I don't like it when they cast things. Makes me sick. Sorry, that was kind of intense. I apologize. All right, we have the knock-up. We got the knock-up for the rest of the orbs. Beautiful. It looks like somebody else was participating with the orbs. We're going to use a self-heal. No, we're not. Just a defensive, I guess. Looking for an interrupt on the Surveyor here in a moment. There he is. We're going to put a stun arrow down. I am rooted, but if this tries to reach me, they'll get stunned when they get a bit too far. Beautiful. There's a yoink back down. I don't know if the tank wants to pull these guys or not. By these guys, I mean the divers. I don't want to mess around too much with them, though. I hate even mouse overing mobs at this point because I feel like I keep pulling shit. All right. Surveyor has been interrupted. It was not my doing, so I feel a little bit bad about that. I had a kick available. Could have kicked it. Didn't kick it. Whatever. I'm busy yapping. You know how it goes. Dude, stop nailing me. That was actually, no, that not like that. Stop giggling. Shut up. We're pulling a bunch of divers. Tank seems to want to take that into the next group, into the scaffolding over there. We're going to go ahead and interrupt this. It was targeting me, so I targeted it. Beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead. All I can do now is maybe feign death if one of those harpoons goes after me. That's about it. I'm going to feign death right there. That was about it. I'm going to drop a stun totem. No, it's not a totem, bro. And a knock up. There we go. The knock-up takes care of that. I'm going to look for an interrupt here. We got swirlies around us because somebody ran into the circle back there, it feels like. We're going to stun this because they don't want to get yoinked in there. Okay, we're looking good. We're looking good. Having a hard time seeing absolutely everything. Maybe I shouldn't look so top-down while I'm playing range. That's one issue I have is I'm used to playing melee, and then when you look like this, you're in the middle of all these mobs, and you can see all the nameplates. But if you do that as ranged, you can't do it, because you're forcing all the nameplates to be at the top of your screen. So it's a little bit silly. I should have sent Bestial Wrath here, but at this point I feel stupid doing it considering there's one mob left. Okay, and I just see Rot Breath and Mud for Brains. They're just flying off into the sky. Actually, no, that's Bonejaw. Hold on. Okay, let's kill this. There we go. We're going up the stairs. We're not pulling these guys. We're not pulling them. There we go. Very nice. I'm gonna look for an interrupt on that guy because it does seem to be getting pulled. I just got punched in the face. We're going to use a self-heal. This guy needs an interrupt more, like so, because that'll make him group up. We're going to send our cooldowns here. Let's get Bloodshot in there. Let's put the knock up in the middle of that. Try and take care of some orbs here. All right, that's as much as I could do for now. Get some barbed shots on the ground. Beautiful. Okay. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, we got everything going. Surveying Beam, I managed to interrupt it. We're going to wait for that cast to start. Then we're going to stun that with a Intimidate so we don't have to actually keep taking damage. If he manages to get the cast off, he starts channeling. So the channel can be interrupted with CC without any repercussion. The spell will go on cooldown. If you interrupt the cast with a CC, he will just recast it. Simple as that. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I couldn't interrupt it. My interrupt was on cooldown because it's got a longish cooldown. What is it, 24 seconds? 22 seconds. All right, I'm holding my cooldowns now for upstairs. One more barbed shot and I'll have a fully reset beast thingy. Okay, we need to knock these up like so. Boom, knock up here. A circle comes in, a ring of peace from the monk, and we're taking care of those. I lose my barbed shot or whatever, but it's not a big deal. Let's get all our buffs going. Beautiful. Don't have Bloodlust just yet, which is fine. I do have to keep Kill Cleave going on my Lonesome. I will target Bront because I'm able to do so without having to lose any DPS. Need to make sure that if I get targeted by a charge that it goes down here. It's not on me. Tank is going to have to take care of this last one. That breaks none of them. Tank does realize that it is on him to take care of that. I need to switch back to Bront. I keep targeting Quick Fuse for some reason. Just beat the shit out of Bront. That's my job right now. Okay, I'm going to use a defensive because that bomb is going to go off. I used it a bit preemptively, but I think it should last throughout the dot damage from that. The person on this side did not recognize that we had still a bomb left, but that is all right. Here comes the Bestial Wrath. Here comes the thingy with the stuff. I gotta do this. Oh no. Okay, I think I got it. I got all of them. I got the bombs, but I jumped backwards into a swirly on the ground. I'm scared. Okay, no, this is where I spawn. I can focus now on Bront. Let me get my Bloodshed going. Kinetic Explosive Gel on me. I'm using a defensive to make sure that it doesn't hurt me if I don't get an instant Dispel. I did get a quick Dispel, so a bit of a waste, but it's not a big deal. Alright, Bront needs to get the shit beaten out of him. He managed to kill Quick, whatever her name is. Why are my pets constantly going back towards me? Guys, go in there, kill. I don't need you to come back to me. What the heck? I'm going to dismiss them and resummon them here, because I feel like they're a little bugged out. Alright, here comes the dismiss, and then a resummon. Maybe they were bugged out because they got resummoned in combat. Did we shoot this down? We did. Okay, good. Making good progress here. I'm drilling myself like I'm, I don't know, doing a 13 or something. You take it easy, bud. It ain't that serious. All right, we're just about ready to get pulling here. There's a Demolitionist here. I'm going to make him the target of my ire, so to speak. Going to get this interrupt in, and we're going to go full ham here. I'm going to move away from the group to hopefully drop some of these on the side. Did not happen. Our healer gets absolutely wrecked. We're going to drop a stun on the Demolitionist to prevent him from blowing us up. We're going to drop a stun arrow on the ground. A quick freezing trap takes care of the Demolitionist. He won't reload. And a knock-up trap will take care of some of those. Trank, interrupt. Okay, we managed to get as much as possible here, as much as I reasonably could. We're going to use a self-heal because our healer was absent for a little while. We got to move away here. I'm a little confused why we weren't stacked on the Demolitionist, because the Demolitionist will not move. He's about to finish his reload, but he kicks the bucket before that can happen. So that is nice. I'm going to focus my efforts here on this place where there's a bunch of actual targets. And let me stack on top of melee when the inspector jumps, so he jumps close. Okay, so it's a little, I don't know. It's a little awkward there. Kind of don't want to send my cooldowns here. I want to send them upstairs when we pull the boss. I'm going to hold them here. It was a kind of an awkward fight there. I don't, like, this is the first time I've done it as ranged DPS, really. It's not true I did it as Piss Missile. But I'm a very mobile ranged DPS right now. So what I'm thinking is, I want to get away for the RPGG, because that way if a swirly drops on me, it doesn't really bother anyone else. But I also want to get close in case the guys that, the inspectors jump to me. that melee doesn't lose uptime. So it's a bit of a shit show. I have to do both, but they don't really overlap all that much. We've got Bloodlust ready. I kind of want a Bloodlust right on pull, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to just Bloodlust on pull and send all my cooldowns. I'm going to be greedy with it. I'll be that guy. I don't care. There we go. Just keep slamming the DPS into this. I'm doing a lot of AoE as well as the rest of the group. We're going to go ahead and interrupt that, then switch back to Big Mama. Drop a barbed shot on that. And Big Mama also has a barbed shot. We have infinite focus. I'm not focusing too much on getting barbed shots across different enemies because I have not really had any focus issues. I get so many procs of kill shot, and kill shot is so efficient. It's kind of a no-brainer. 4 seconds left of our Bloodlust as we go into the jump start. Could have been better, could have delayed the Bloodlust by just a little bit, but I think this is fine. I think we're doing okay. The mecha drones are coming soon. I'm going to hold this kill shot just so I can drop it right on these guys and get all of them dotted up with that. That's beautiful. And we get another one right afterwards, but I couldn't know that was going to happen. We get another set of cooldowns because we're apparently the ranged direct paladin where we constantly have cooldowns, and it's beautiful. I'm loving it. I'm looking for kicks soon. There's a kick right there. We're going to move to the side right now. Beautiful. We have a whisper coming in from Marcus. He says, "Go, go, zug, zug, go, go." Hey, thanks, Marcus. Appreciate the cheerleading. I cannot kick this one, but one of the Cyrillic people does kick it. I cannot tell which one because it shows up as box, 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 box. All right, we're going to move this like in this direction, and we're going to disengage through it and not get hit by that explosion as it hits the wall. Beautiful. That way I bother the fewest amount of people, or the lowest amount of people. That's such a weird sentence. Anyway, we're back to blasting the boss. Kind of sparse on the kill shot resets. Unfortunate. We're gonna have to just make do with what we have. Boss is just about to go down. I'm gonna go over here to make sure that we activate this and not the tank or the healer. I got you. If I could just get out of combat. There we go. I had to feign death to get out of combat, it looks like. That's fine. We're gonna mount up and get out of here. Hopefully my pets don't go this way. They did not go this way. I'm going to knock up over here. There we go. We got the knock up. We got the interrupt. We got the knock back here. I'm going to maybe die. Okay, we got it. We got it. We got it. Okay, let's get over here. Put a focus on the sniper. We're going to use a self heal, and we're going to send all our cooldowns in here. So our focus is on the sniper because we can interrupt his AoE. I'm not worried about the tank, even though he did go down on that second pull. I'm still not worried about the tank. I'm more worried about the AoE from the sniper. Okay, I think we're in a good position now. These guys are going to start spinning soon. There's the windup. We're going to drop a stun arrow on them. We unfortunately lost someone to the spinny boys, and they're not moving away far enough to get actually stunned by that. That's a little bit unfortunate, but not much I can do about that. I can blow them the hell up, though. Maybe I could have done a knock-up trap. A knock-up trap would have worked quite well here because of the fact that the knock-up trap actually moves them away far enough to get them stunned. We're going down here. Oh, I fell all the way. I did not mean to do that. Let me press recuperate here and get some health back while we wait. Healer, I think, was activating the thing up there, so there we go. We have some divers still left in that pull. Oh, tank is dipping low while he gathers. It's kind of scary. We're going to go ahead and send all of our cooldowns here because it looks kind of scary for us. We're going to knock everything up. Our healer just died because he couldn't keep up with the HPS requirements. No casts go through. I just used all of my CC here. I can use bursting shot like this. That should take care of this. I can let these go through. We're wasting CC on things we can dispel or just kick. I'm going to send a dispel into this. A trank shot takes care of a bunch of that. Okay. I got my stun trap on them, and I'm just going to hope that something happens, that somebody makes them move or something to get them stunned. Okay, does not look like that is the case. Do we need those? Do we not need those? I do not know. Okay, looks like everyone's trying to activate this. I'm just going to move away from that. Looks like we're skipping the 3 divers. That's okay. No, he's pulling the 3 divers. Let's get into the business now. This seems to be some kind of MDI route or something because we're pulling bombs. And that was not part of the usual routes that I've seen throughout this. I'm losing my voice because I'm yapping 100 words a second, it feels like. But that's what you guys are here for, I bet. Okay, people did not notice the thingies with the stuff. We lose 2 people to the thingies. By thingies, I mean the mines. The mines. They did not notice the mines. And they were the yours. Okay, we're gonna get this interrupt going. Nice. We saw, thanks to our add-on that's going away at midnight, that we could interrupt there near the end of the cast. Okay, CC goes out. I'm going to go ahead and drop a knock up here. We're going to trank shot. No, intimidate. That works. And here come the two crabs. We're going to have a big dot as we pull into the boss. Maybe not the safest thing, but everyone is here. We have no bloodlust available, but we do have cooldowns, and we're going to send them. Let's get busy with it here. I'm going to get into melee range. Everyone should go to the left, always to the left. We have someone just dashing back and forth. I think it's a demon hunter for some reason. His abilities are not wiggly enough, so he has to wiggle on top of that. Okay, we're going to use a big defensive here as Awaken the Swamp starts, and we're going to look to see how to best avoid waves, so we can wave as they go by. Haha, get it? Because, yeah, anyway. Sludge Claws go out. Tank doesn't even feel it. He had something ready for that. I could feel it, like, right there. And we go to the left now, y'all. Cha-cha real smooth. Swamp Face is already at 37%. It is not tyrannical, so bosses are dying pretty quickly, even if the trash does live a little bit. We're going to go ahead and use our self-heal to make sure we're nice and healthy. We're going to try and avoid these waves. Sorry, I mess up. I mix W's and V's because my native tongue does not actually have the letter W. It's not a thing. We're gonna send cooldowns here because this boss is scary. We may as well commit to killing him as quickly as possible. Even though we're close to being done with the fight, I'd rather not risk it. Just send everything. We're gonna be left with 10 seconds of Call of the Wild? Yeah, Call of the Wild, that's what it's called. But I do not care. We're going to go ahead and bounce back this way, wait for the tank to go ahead and do his thing. And we're going to look for an interrupt on that guy all the way over there. Yeah, okay. We got a ping. I don't know if that means we're going to be pulling more electricians. Pulling 4 electricians sounds like a bad idea. We're pulling just about everything in here. I'm going to interrupt that guy that's really far away. Does the tank actually mean to pull 4 electricians? That seems like a bad idea. Also, fighting that guy on the bridge seems like a really bad idea. We're gonna drop a trap on this guy right here. I don't really give a shit. He's so far away, it doesn't even matter. We have 7 seconds on our interrupt. I'm gonna save that interrupt for when this guy is or actually I'm gonna use that interrupt to make him group up. Let's hit him, interrupt him, and he should still have aggro on the tank over there. We're losing people because we were stacked up over there like crazy. I'm gonna knock up for these little Orbeez. We're gonna trank shot them. We're gonna intimidate the last one. We can't let them get any more orbs. I'm gonna self-heal here. And I'm dead because we're just bleeding people. I don't know. I think the tank is receiving some criticism right now from one of the other people. Well, all the other people have Cyrillic names. Ah, shit, this person's bringing shit our way. I'm gonna go backwards over here and hide. Never mind, they did manage to reset. These were just resetting. Okay, cool. Tank is going forward yet again. He's pulling 3 mobs, I think, now because he's salty. All right, well, let's get back into it. We're interrupting the electrician. I do not have a pet. Right, I should probably summon one. That would be useful. That was, I feel, a greedy pull. That did genuinely feel like a greedy pull. I don't know, pulling the jump starter was just very, very painful, and the tank doesn't seem to be able to take care of his own health bar all that efficiently because he keeps dipping low, although he could use a dispel at this point. 17 stacks is a lot to handle, even as a very beefy tank. We have one more inspector coming through. I'm going to step closer into melee range now. I don't know why I didn't do it before, so that if the inspector jumps on me like he just did, I don't have to worry about it disrupting the melee uptime. There we go. That's taken care of. Now I'm curious to see what the tank wants to pull now. 84%. Does he need this guy or does he not need this guy? Nobody knows at this point. All right, we lost our frenzy stacks, but it's not a big deal. We're just waiting for the tank to decide what he wants to pull. So far, 3 mobs. I would assume he wants to pull more. Yeah, there's Cyrillic text going on that I do not understand. My guess is the monk is giving shit to the tank for pulling too aggressively, so now the tank is pulling 3 mobs at a time because he wants to be salty about it instead of just easily timing this dungeon by continuing to play normally. But all is well. We will still time this unless the tank leaves from being flamed or whatever. Ah, I almost just barely missed my reset on the thingy. We're gonna go ahead and put focus on one of these traps. Ooh, okay, hold on. We're gonna have to drop a knockup right here. I'm gonna use a self-heal if I can. Trank shot, knockback goes down. I need these guys to get interrupted. Okay, I'm no longer being targeted by them. I'm going to use a defensive and hope for the best, man. I really need some healing here. I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna get into the circle and hope for the best. Honestly, that's as much as I can do. We're gonna interrupt these casts as best we can. I should maybe save it for when I'm targeted, but it's whatever. God damn it, it's rough out here. Tanks? What? I was gonna say tanks are kind of squishy, but it's hunters. Hunters are squishy. I've pressed that self-heal button more times than I'd like to admit. All right, we're gonna start things off here with a nice big defensive. It looks like we have a skull mark, so we want to kill one sooner than the other, which makes sense to me. As soon as one is dead, it makes it a lot easier for the healer to keep us all alive because there's not the constant pulsing AoE damage. Do have a Bloodlust ready. We're going to be using that probably for the next boss. I mean, I say probably. Definitely going to use it for the next boss. All right, we're looking for knockups here. I'm going to Trank Shot. Trank Shot killed only one because I don't seem to have the talent that does the AoE dispel. That's kind of crazy. Either that or they weren't quite ready to get dispelled yet. So I didn't actually get the Trank Shot on them. That's crazy. Anyway, we did manage to get most of them. Only one orb went through and hit the boss. I threw my trap into melee, which was kind of stupid. The melee could take care of things over there, so I should have probably thrown the trap over here to knock those up and take care of more of that. Also, I'm stupid. I keep forgetting that I have the bursting shot now instead of the tar trap, but it's all good. So we have Bloodlust and all our cooldowns ready. We're going to get popping here in just a moment. Here comes your Bloodlust, fellas. Enjoy. I see the Hunt being popped. Very nice. You see Storm, Earth, and Fire being popped by the Monk. I think we're all going to pop off here quite well. I'm going to get closer and get into this circle so that I get healed more. There's no reason for me to be that far away. I'm going to stand over here because then I don't have to stand, I don't have to move if I get the circle, which I may get the circle. If I stand really far away, actually, I think I get targeted first. I'm going to use this, and then he zaps me twice, and the other person doesn't get the dot. It's beautiful. More of these are dropping down. I'm going to use... Okay. What am I going to do? I'm going to drag this all the way over here, all the way in the corner, because I can. Trying to get those kill commands in. Oh, why am I so... I'm that far away. I guess the tank was desperate to get away from El Jefe. He got knocked back. We're doing Ring Around the Rosie right now. Alright, we got another set of cooldowns. I'm going to use a defensive here as we go into the intermission where we take a bunch of damage. Turbocharge is being cast. I'll use my defensive now to make it last as long as possible. And then I'll send my cooldowns because I don't have to think about defensives anymore. I can just focus on the damage. A few seconds later, it doesn't matter, right? As long as I can actually survive long enough to do the damage, all is well. Standing in the circle seems to be helping. I am trying my best to do so while looking at everything else that's happening and also commentating. Let me step far away yet again, and I might have to use another defensive here. I think I will. We're going to use it right now as I get hit for it to last throughout the entire dot. We're going to put a knock up right here. Kick one, trank one, didn't need to. All is well, and the boss is dead, and we have a 2-star. No, it's not. Never mind. I take it back. It's not a 2-star because we're missing percent. We needed like one more bomb or maybe 2 more bombs to make sure that we get it, but that's not a big deal. We've got the 2 electricians right here. We just kill one of them and we're good. I'm going to mark that one as a skull and then we should be donezo. We actually have all of our cooldowns available, so we'll send those cooldowns into him. And he should be, we should make quick work of him right there. There we go. Would love to get a dispel. I get it. We kill him. We're done. Look at that. Beautiful. Actually still a 2-star. Look at that. I did not lie. I did get a 2-star. Okay, we finished that with 6.53 million DPS at 705 item level. Not bad at all. I'm very curious as to what people are saying in the chat. I'm assuming it's not you know, just Cyrillic and a Cyrillic code on English, so it might be harder to get a translate. Look at that, we actually got a chest piece, so we might terrify that to have a hero chest piece. For now, I don't think I need to, considering that I'm not losing any item level from not equipping this hero chest, but at some point, I might have to switch to it. That's pretty good. We have a Gambit. I'm just going to switch that out to something else that's easier to push up. And I got a Floodgate. That's all right. And we're going to peace out of the group. I was going to hit them with a shill message, but honestly, I think the language barrier is right there. Not assuming these guys don't know how to speak English, but I think they wouldn't really care that an English-speaking person is asking them to go watch a video. Let's repair our gear. Our transmog is still on point, and I am quite happy with how things went in this run. I'm very happy with my, whatchamacallits, with my commentary. I feel like I was quite proficient in it. We got a few gilded crests for that. We're working our way up to making a item again. We do have a spark ready. We even got a 3rd fractured spark, so that is good. Are we done gathering them now? No, we can get 3 more, so we can craft, holy shit. We can craft 3 items still. That is amazing. So we're going to be pretty decked out just from crafting by the end of this. If I just keep gathering all these, what are they called? Gilded crests. I'm going to need quite a few, but I do not mind. But that's pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like, make sure you subscribe because there's more episodes coming. In the next episode, I will try to do a +10 key. If you made it to this point of the video, include the word zombie in your comment because we have a couple of zombie dinosaurs. We got Rot Breath and Bone Jaw right here. If you do include the word zombie in your comment, I'll make sure to heart it when I see it. But as always, friends, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.